Something about this whole situation screamed sketchy, and I had a gut feeling Emmett was lying through his teeth. I needed to come back ASAP. Well, I came to grab the letters and photos, but now they're missing. Find them for me and I'll be back for them in a week.
What's happening in a week?
You'll see. If Emmett wanted to lie, fine. Two can play that game. While he helped me, I'd be running my own investigation with that DNA. Game on.
Clara! Clara!
Is someone calling my name? I blinked my eyes open, disoriented, only to find Mom holding my hand, tears streaming down her face. Mom?
Oh, thank God you're awake! I thought I lost you too!
Wait, what happened? How did I get here? Mom, I had this dream. Suddenly the door swung open, and just then I saw Miss Mandy barged in with 2 police officers by her side.
It wasn't a dream, Pumpkin.
Don't call me that!
Right. Should I call you a murderer then? What? What is she talking about, Clara? Arrest them. They're responsible for what happened to Mr. Locke. Oh, poor Mr. Locke.
What? That is not true! Stop lying!
Ma'am, we've learned you're connected to the late Mr. Locke. Maybe he was your father. We're here to investigate what you know about your mother's disappearance and Mr. Locke's accident and their relationship.
I froze and Mom's face turned pale, and that's when everything started rushing back. Mr. Locke's house, the newspaper clippings, the portrait, the letters, Grandma Willow. Hi, besties. Guess who's back with more drama, more suspense, and more stuff to figure out? Gosh, do y'all's grands have these many secrets? I guess not. So let's unlock more secrets and maybe find her. But before that, please like and subscribe to Confession Diary.
Clara, what are they talking about?
As I remembered the contents of the letter, I felt a huge lump in my throat. Mom, Grandma Willow and Mr. Locke, they were in a relationship, and they had a baby. You.
What? I can't believe this. What's going on?
Enough! It's obvious what's going on. You peasants have been after Mr. Locke's riches. You thought you could steal his wealth this way? Not on my watch. Inspector, take them in.
So after I was discharged from the hospital, the police hauled us in for questioning. Everything was happening so fast and it felt like my whole life was unraveling in real time. After a little while, the police did let us go, but Miss Mandy was not happy at all. If it was up to her, we'd be locked up in there forever. But what was her deal? Gosh. And a few days later, things went from bad to nuclear with Miss Mandy. I showed up at the mansion only to find her literally tossing my stuff out of the door. Hey, what the heck are you doing? Those tools are expensive.
I don't work with criminals. Get out right now!
Did she really think I was going to just roll over like that? Clearly she'd never taken one of Grandma Willow's always have a backup plan classes. And trust me, Grandma Willow didn't play around. My backup plan? Prove that Mom and Mr. Locke were related. I just needed something with his DNA, a comb, toothbrush, whatever. If I could pull that off, Miss Ice Queen Mandy would have no choice but to let me stay. So the next day, I sneaked back in through a broken window at the mansion. But when I got inside, the place was trashed. Furniture flipped, paintings ripped off of the wall, and papers everywhere. What the heck? But I didn't have time to gawk, so I bolted to Mr. Locke's bathroom, found a comb with some white hair in the trash, and shoved it in my backpack. Mission accomplished. On my way out, I heard Emmett's voice. He was on the phone in the library talking in hushed tones. My heart raced because what I heard next made me throw up.
I need more time. Yes, Miss Mandy's taking care of things. We'll find it soon enough.
Wait, what? What were they up to? Before I could process, Emmett turned around and locked eyes with me. Oh crap! So much for sneaking.
Oh, thank God you're okay and back. I thought you quit.
I didn't quit. Miss Mandy fired me.
What? She fired you?
Huh, wow. If anyone deserved an Oscar for the worst actor ever, it was this guy. I clearly heard what he said on the phone, and he was gonna act clueless? For all I knew, he and Miss Mandy were hiding something. You didn't know? Aren't you two working together? I heard you on the phone just now.
Oh, that? We're just, looking for a new landscape plan for the house. You know, Miss Mandy's been freaking out.
Yeah, no kidding. The place looks like a war zone.
Yeah, I woke up last night and she was just losing it. I think she finally lost her mind. Please, Clara, come back. I'll do anything.
Yeah, right. Something about this whole situation screamed sketchy, and I had a gut feeling Emmett was lying through his teeth. I needed to come back ASAP. Well, I came to grab the letters and photos, but now they're missing. Find them for me and I'll be back for them in a week.
What's happening in a week?
You'll see. If Emmett wanted to lie, fine. Two can play that game. While he helped me, I'd be running my own investigation with that DNA. Game on. A week later, the DNA results were out, confirming everything on Grandma Willow's letter, and
Mom was shook. I can't believe this. My whole life, Mom refused to say anything about my father, and now it turns out he's some filthy rich guy? What am I supposed to do with this now?
Not much for now, but I have to get back in that house to unfold the whole mystery.
Honey, it's dangerous. And what about how they called us criminals? I don't want you to go back there, Clara.
I know, Mom, but we need to find out what happened to Grandma and Mr. Locke. All the answers are there in that house. Mom wasn't convinced, but I had made up my mind. Do you want to come with me? Maybe look around?
Oh, no, I'll never set foot in that house. I don't know that man, and I certainly didn't know who Mom was. But you're just as stubborn as your grandma. And since I can't do anything to stop you, just don't get me involved with those people.
Gosh, not the reaction I expected, but I couldn't blame her. So the next day, I reached the mansion early.
What the heck, you little worm? Here again? Ah! Leave right now or you'll regret for life!
Nope, that was not going to work today. So I pulled out the papers and waved them in front of her evil face. I am not going anywhere, Miss Mandy. Not only because my mom is Mr. Locke's actual daughter, according to these DNA test results, but because I have a signed contract to work here for 3 months. Oh, and by the way, I'm also not a criminal. The police cleared me.
You expect me to believe these papers? For all I know, they're fake.
See that? Hospital stamp and logo. Miss Mandy shot me a death glare. She was ready to claw my eyes out, but I wouldn't back out. Not this time.
For the last time, leave!
She started slamming the door in my face, but just before it shut, Emmett slid in, catching it with one hand and peeking out.
We should, maybe let her stay, Miss Mandy. Pretty please. No one else wants to work here, and, this place is a disaster, so please.
Ah, fine. But don't let me catch you snooping around. Both of you get to work.
Gee, what was her deal? Whatever it was, figuring out the relationship was definitely going on my to-do list. For the rest of the day, I didn't see either of them. Probably for the best, because I was busy with some DIY projects of my own. And, well, snooping around. But when I went to check on the portrait and the safe, they were all gone. The letters, the photos, everything had vanished. I had to ask Emmett if he had found anything for me, but just as I was about to head to his room that evening, I froze. I overheard voices, Emmett and Miss Mandy in her office. I crept closer, listening through the crack in the door.
Now that she's back, it's too risky to keep things around. What if she finds them? It'll cause more problems.
And that's why you're my favorite, Emmett. When all this is over, we'll leave this place loaded. Now, shred everything tonight.
My stomach dropped. I knew something shady was going on, but this? Were they really working together? But what Miss Mandy said next made my blood run cold.
What about Mr. Locke? When's he coming back?
Mr. Locke? Huh, there is no Mr. Locke, because the one and only Simon Locke is no more. And that little snitch? She'll be gone soon, too. Just a matter of time.
What? Was I actually living with criminals? My hand started shaking and I accidentally bumped the door. Oh no, my heart stopped. I couldn't get caught, so I ducked behind a corner and held my breath, praying not to be spotted as Emmett stepped out of the office, glanced around, and then shut the door. Who are these people? What are they up to? I had to find those letters, no matter what. Later that night, I watched Emmett slip into the library with a stack of papers. Sure enough, he ran them through a paper shredder. The moment he left, I rushed in, grabbed all the shredded bits, and bolted to my room. I know what you're thinking. Really, Clara? You're gonna piece together shredded paper? But I had to try. There had to be something in those letters, something worth hiding. And if they were going to such lengths to destroy the evidence, then I was definitely onto something big too. I had barely pieced anything together when I heard the door click and I froze. Oh great, this was it! They're coming for me! But if they thought I was going down without a fight, they had another thing coming. I grabbed the nearest thing, an empty can of paint, and braced myself. The moment the door opened, I chucked it as hard as I could, hitting Emmett square in the head.
Ow! Seriously, why do you keep hitting me with stuff?
You're sneaking into my room in the middle of the night! What did you expect? You think you can finish me off while I'm sleeping? Well, think again, buddy. I've got more cans, and I know how to use them.
What are you talking about? I saw the light on and thought you were awake, so I came in to give you something.
Then why didn't you knock, genius?
Because I didn't want to wake you if you weren't. I was just gonna leave these and go.
You pulled out an envelope and handed it to me.
It's the letters and photos from your grandma.
Oh, wait, what? I thought I heard you and Miss Mandy.
Oh, is that why you're surrounded by shredded paper?
Oh, shoot. I'd totally forgotten about the mountain of paper scraps all over my bed. Busted. Emmett, what is going on? I heard you talking with Miss Mandy. Aren't you working with her?
Look, I don't know what Miss Mandy's deal is, but I knew these letters meant a lot to you. I had to find a way to get them, so I shredded some random documents to throw her off. And why would I work with Miss Mandy anyway?
Well, this is all very confusing. I apologized for smacking him with the paint can, and I thanked him for helping me out. Don't get me wrong, I still didn't trust him completely, but I needed an ally in this creepy mansion, didn't I? You know what they say, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Plus, he was nice enough to hang out with me while I read the letters, which were suddenly making me super nervous. Most of them were just old school love letters from Grandma Willow to Mr. Simon Locke. Sweet, yeah, but also so cringe. I had no idea Grandma was the queen of cheesy pickup lines, wow. But then one letter was different. It looked recent and the handwriting was shaky. Only a few words were written. If you're reading this, then I'm long gone. But I have a secret. It's mine, it's yours. Follow the steps to the end. What does this even mean? Is there some secret tunnel or hidden room in this house?
No clue, but looks like you've got some serious detective work ahead. If you want, I can help you figure it out.
So in my whole keep your enemies closer mindset, Emmett and I started hanging out a lot, searching for clues all over the mansion. When we weren't sleuthing, he'd help me paint and fix stuff around the house. It was weird, but we actually got pretty close over the next couple of days, and soon enough, something shifted in me. Like every time he smiled at me or stood a little too close, my heart would do this crazy backflip thing. Then this one time we were painting the kitchen and Emmett just started laughing out of nowhere.
You've got paint all over your cheeks. You look like a chipmunk.
Oh, is it gone?
Nope, you're making it worse. Here, let me.
He stepped closer, gently wiping my cheek with his hand, and let me tell you, instant butterflies, like a whole zoo in my stomach. Is it gone? But instead of answering, Emmett leaned in and kissed me, and for a second the whole world disappeared. No mansion, no secrets, no mysteries, just me and him. My heart totally melted, and I could feel myself getting lost in the moment like it was our little world. But of course, the universe had other plans, because just as we were wrapped up in our perfect little bubble, the door slammed behind us, snapping us back to reality.
Am I paying you to make out?
Miss Mandy,
My office, now!
Oh no, we were in serious trouble now. The way Miss Mandy shot me a cold glare before pulling Emmett aside made my stomach twist in knots. And I should have trusted that gut feeling, because that was the last time I saw or heard from Emmett. 2 long and anxious days passed before I worked up the courage to confront Miss Mandy. Something was seriously off, and I was done playing it cool. Where is he? What did you do to Emmett?
His work here is done. Maybe you should focus on finishing yours. You've got what, a few weeks left? Chop chop. Oh, and Clara, watch your back.
Okay, that was definitely a threat, right? And now Emmett was missing? His phone went straight to voicemail, and with each passing hour, my anxiety skyrocketed until I could barely breathe. But when my mom called that night, her voice shaking, I knew things were spiraling out of control.
I don't know who you've pissed off, Clara, but you need to get out of that house right now.
Mom, what's happening?
Someone's been watching our house, lurking around. It's not safe, Clara. Quit that job and get out before it's too late.
Then the line went dead, and my heart dropped. Whatever I was mixed up in, I needed to figure it out fast before things got worse. Way worse. Obviously, I couldn't sleep that night. I was too freaked out. Grandma Willow's last letter? Yeah, I must have read it 1,000 times trying to figure some clue I missed. It's mine, it's yours. Follow the steps to the end. What steps, Grandma? What are you talking about? Real steps? Metaphorical steps? At this point, I was half losing my mind, racking my brain for anything that made sense. But then, it hit me. I've been thinking about this all wrong. Of course, steps. Not metaphorical, but actual steps. Like maybe the staircase to some secret room? It was a wild shot in the dark, but at this point, I was desperate. All right, stairs, this is your moment. And if I'm wrong about this, I'm out of here, pretending this whole nightmare never happened. But please just give me something. Heart pounding, I started climbing the stairs, my eyes scanning for anything strange. Then, on the 3rd step, my fingers brushed a tiny, almost invisible button on the wooden railing. I pressed it, and the wall beside the stairs slid open to reveal a hidden compartment. Gosh, my jaw literally hit the floor. Inside, there were stacks of cash, gold bars, property documents, and one more letter. My hands shook as I grabbed it. Grandma Willow's last message. She wrote about her love for Mr. Locke and sweet mother of toads. What I read next left me beyond shocked. She got into so much trouble just because Locke's family was rich and she was poor? What a bunch of monsters! But the real villain, his younger sister, Ivy Locke. She hated Grandma so much that she framed her for fake crimes, then sent out a warrant for her arrest, and Grandma had to run while pregnant with my mom. Oh no! But what's worse, she attacked Grandma, scarring her face so badly that she needed surgery. That's why I didn't recognize her in the old photos and the portrait. Oh God, Grandma, you went through so much. And then the real shocker. Grandma and Mr. Locke never stopped seeing each other until the accident. Everything finally made sense. But who is this Ivy?
That would be me.
I spun around to find Miss Mandy. No, Ivy Locke gripping my mom's arm, her eyes full of cold malice. Mom!
Thanks for finding my treasure. Now, if you don't want something tragic to happen to your mommy, step back.
Let go of her, you witch!
Clara, please, just do what she says. Listen to your mommy, Clara.
I couldn't believe this was happening. Just as my mind raced for a way out, the door burst open. Emmett rushed in, flashing a badge, followed by cops.
Let her go, Ivy Locke. You're surrounded.
What? You're a cop? What's happening right now?
Ugh! I should have gotten rid of you when I had the chance. You're like a little bug crawling around, ruining everything. Ugh! Everyone step back, or little mommy here gets it.
Ivy Locke, you're under arrest for falsifying charges, attempted murder, and also involved in Mr. Locke's accident.
Huh! You have no proof of anything. Let go of me, you crooks!
But Emmett only smiled, holding up a recorder. When he played it, Ivy's voice was crystal clear, threatening Grandma and admitting everything. When she heard all that, Mom sobbed harder and held her tight.
Oh, my poor mom. She didn't deserve my brother. All their lives, our dad made sure that peasant wouldn't come back into his life. He even sent Simon abroad to keep him away from that witch, but no! The minute Dad died, they got connected again. And now, my brother is gone too. She bewitched him and took everything that belonged to our family. That evil witch. If I ever get my hands on her, I'm gonna kill you all! Let go of me! I need to get my treasure!
Once the dust settled, Emmett explained everything. He'd been undercover investigating Grandma's case and found the recording hidden in the safe behind the portrait the day I fainted.
I'm sorry I couldn't tell you earlier. I didn't want to risk blowing the case. I missed you.
His words made my knees weak. Without thinking, I jumped into his arms and hugged him tight. Thank you for coming back, Emmett. In the end, all charges on Grandma were dropped. And though we didn't know where she was, I had a feeling she was happy. Plus, Mr. Locke's body was never found. And who knows, maybe Grandma Willow and Mr. Locke were together at the time of the accident. It's still a mystery. They were so madly in love with each other. And imagine Grandma had waited decades to meet her love again. Aw, I can't believe a beautiful love story ended in such a mysterious way. What do you think? Are they together enjoying the sunset somewhere? Comment your answer below. And the mansion? It was ours now. And Mom and I renovated it and moved in, ready for a fresh start. Oh, and one more thing. How could I forget? Emmett and I, we're engaged now. It's hard to believe how much my life has changed. And it does break my heart to see how greed can really ruin everything. I still miss my gran, but I hope she's in a much better place, away from all this.